Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by MMA Veteran Tyson Nam. Tyson, how are you?
I'm doing good this morning.
Tyson, you recently picked up a win at Shootout Brazil 33. You beat Eduardo Dantes. Obviously a gigantic win for you. How does it feel to not only possibly deliver the upset of the year, but also a candidate for possibly knockout of the year as well?
Man, it's almost kind of like a dream. I have to think about like every time that I wake up, like, did that actually happen? Just because it was so amazing, and I mean, we're so excited when it happened. Like, man, it was almost like a dream come true, the way that the fight ended.
Mm-hmm. With it being a dream come true, obviously it's the biggest win, name-wise. He was the Bellator champion, and you just knocked him out, but do you feel it's the best performance of your career as well?
I mean, I feel so, especially like our training camps leading up for this fight. I've never trained this hard in my entire life, and I really felt good coming into the fight, even though that, we had to travel a very long way, and it was, Eduardo had an entire nation behind his back, but still felt good. We just kept my calm, kept my cool, and just do what we do every day in practice, and just perform to the best of my ability.
You hadn't fought since October of 2011. Going into that fight, was there any worry at all about ring rust?
Not at all. The layoff was due because of just finding myself an agent, changing team, but we was really training hard and honing skills, kind of like flying under the radar. A lot of people, didn't know that we was, training really hard for it.
Mm-hmm. Tyson, I'm curious, what was the game plan going into the fight against Dantes?
Just try to punch him in the face. I mean, I knew he was going to come out with some really good strikes. I found an opening to hit him in between his devastating knees and kicks. So, I mean, more so, countering, because I felt that at a certain point he might let his guard down after he came on with a good offense and caught him with the right hand.
He came out very aggressive. He clinched up with you. He tried to work some knees in there. Did he hurt you with any of the shots? Because it looked like, from what I saw online, that you did a pretty good job of covering up every time he, attacked you.
The flurry that he started to came off with a punch combo. I mean, they were landing, but they weren't really devastating shots. And then when he threw the first knee, I blocked the first knee. And I know he likes to clinch up into his Muay Thai knees, and when he hit that second one, I was in a perfect spot to counter him with that right. But most of the time I was blocking, but some of those punches got in, but it didn't really faze me much.
Going into the fight, did he do pretty much everything you expected him to do?
I believe so. I mean, I even almost pictured that he would come out with a flying knee, flying kick, or something of that sort, which he did. He threw a lot of punches, threw a lot of kicks and knees. It almost went down to the T to where I almost seen the future beforehand.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you played this fight in your mind, 1,000 times, leading up through the whole process of your training camp and into the fight. Did you expect to go in there and get a quick knockout like that?
Not that quick. Mm-hmm. I mean, I figured that, giving myself a little bit of time, I would catch him here and there, but that was totally unexpected that I would catch him that early on in the fight, especially when he was, strong and fresh. I mean, I thought he would just be a whirlwind that entire first round.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, his trainer or coach or somebody is the promoter of that event, and Bellator, obviously, they allowed him to go over to Brazil and fight you. Did you feel that you were brought in to lose, or did that organization, did they treat you pretty good?
Definitely they treated us very well. They made sure that was well taken care of. I believe that they did schedule the fight thinking that they had a very good chance of winning.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I love playing the underdog. I like proving people wrong, and we made the travel all the way over there and acclimated, made sure it felt good going into the fight, and we just did our thing.
I'm just curious, how did the fight all come together? Because October of 2011, that was the last fight you had. Did Shootout, did they come to you, or was your management, just going around trying to figure out, who needed, some bantamweights? How did this fight all come together?
Well, we got a call from my agent at Iridium Sports, and I guess they contacted my coach, Phil, and Phil contacted me. He was like, hey, do you want to fight in Brazil against the Bellator bantamweight champion? I actually had to read that text a good 10, 15 times. I was like, I wonder if they're texting the right person.
Right.
So, somehow they got me that fight, and after I confirmed it with them, I was like, hell yeah, I wanna fight the one of the best in the world. Doesn't matter if it's in his backyard. I mean, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious, after you had won the fight and the fight was all over, you ran out of the ring. What was going on in your head when that happened?
Just a lot of excitement was going on right now. When I won the fight, I just really needed to just run to the back room and I was literally sprinting for a good 10, 15 minutes in the locker room. Was just so excited. I couldn't even believe what had actually happened. So I just needed to get out of that ring because that ring was way too small for me to celebrate in the way that I actually felt.
Mm-hmm. After the fight, when everything was over and you left the venue, what did you do to celebrate?
My coach and I, we just hung out on the beautiful beach of Flamingo Beach. We're just taking in everything that just happened because even, my coach and I, we were just almost in shock. It was like, man, this is almost too good to be true. Mm-hmm. Just a lot of stress, anxiety leading up to the fight, almost like 6 weeks out, knowing that this would be my toughest opponent, and to prepare, to train, to make the travel, and have an entire nation just chanting Eduardo's name, and the way that I finished the fight, it was just too good to be true. Mm-hmm. So we just relaxed with a couple of Heinekens on the beach.
Dantes, he's the Bellator champion. Has Bellator contacted you about possibly, going over that organization and fighting for them?
I do believe there's a couple of options that they've been talking with my agent about. I'm not too sure exactly. I didn't get to talk to my agent personally just yet, but they're working out something to where they'll lay it on the table for me to make a decision. But I'm not too sure exactly what they're working out just yet.
Is all this contract talk coming together now that you won, or is there always, maybe a possibility that you could go over there, them just kind of planning if you had beaten Dantes, which you did, but was that something that they were trying to work out beforehand?
I definitely think it's something, especially after I won, and especially in the fashion that I won it in, then I believe a lot of promotions were just calling up my agent, calling up my coaches. Our phone's just been ringing off the hook after a knockout like that, because you said yourself that a possible knockout of the year, right? So there's a lot of buzz going on around there right now.
Mm-hmm. I saw an article on MMA Junkie, and it was having you talk about the UFC. Is that if you have Bellator offering you, let's say, a little bit more money, but the UFC, they also come in and offer you a pretty good deal, is it pretty much you're going to go with the UFC because they are, the top organization in the world?
Yeah, I really got to weigh out the options. Mm-hmm. Don't want to just jump into anything too quickly because, but there has to be a better deal with money as well, but definitely, the organization as well, too. I need to take that all into consideration.
This is just a great story. You hadn't fought in, pretty much close to a year, and then you come back and you get a great win like this. Back in maybe December, early January, did you ever think, that this would be happening this quickly, that now you'd be, a sought-after free agent?
Not at all. Back out in December and January, it's kind of like, man, I really need to surround myself around people that can take me to the next level. Like I said, I was trying to find an agent. Iridium Sports came around. I signed with them, and I was trying to changing teams from Team Quest to Sports Lab now. So there's a lot of changes going on at that time, and just the opportunity opportunity that I thought I would have been in. It was just nowhere in sight that I thought that I would be where I am today.
Why did you decide to leave Team Quest for Sports Lab?
Just kind of like location. I'm a little bit further away from Team Quest, so it just came down to just being a lot easier to train here, and also I kind of took fond toward like the coaches and the teammates that we do have up at Sports Lab. I thought that was a better fit for myself. I mean, Team Quest is great, but I just thought it was a better fit and a better move in my mixed martial arts career to turn to Sports Lab.
Mm-hmm. Why did you decide to leave Hawaii for Team Quest when you did? Because you kind of did the opposite of Chris Lieben. He went from Oregon to Hawaii, and you went from Hawaii to Oregon. Why did you decide to make the move?
Yeah, well, I actually moved for a girl, but that didn't work out. It just so happened that, everything else fell into place. Like, Team Quest is around one of the biggest big names, team names in mixed martial arts. Because when I was actually leaving Hawaii, my coach out in Hawaii, I asked him, hey, I'm moving to Oregon, where do I want to train? And he told me, yeah, Team Quest. So, I moved up here for one thing, but, things always change in everybody's futures, and I'm thinking that it probably worked out for the best.
Mm-hmm. Right now, are you taking some time off, resting the body, or are you already planning to get back into training this week?
No, I'm resting the body right now. There's so much stress, more like, physically as well as mentally. It's just training. So they kicked me out of the gym for 2 weeks, and they don't want me exercising. They just want me to live a normal life, stress-free, just unwind and do what you need to do for the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Tyson, real quick before I let you go, do you have any sponsors you would like to thank, and is there anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Yes, I do. I would like to thank Iridium Sports, my agent, for doing good work finding me fights. My sponsors, Virus, Conca, C2O, 4U Nutrition, Training Mass, the guys up at Sports Lab down here in Portland. All you fighters out there, come and check us out. Come and train with us. For Brazil for having me, that was really nice. Really nice. They made sure that we was well taken care of. Everybody, all my family and friends back in Hawaii and Portland, doing big things out over here. And my girlfriend Melanie for keeping me sane leading up to the fight.
Tyson, once again, congratulations on your big win, and I really appreciate you taking the time this morning to talk with us.
Not a problem. Thank you very much, Mike.